The DA has had a hand in Joburg. The DA has had a hand in Tshwane. The DA has had a hand in Ekurhuleni. The DA speaks about a DA difference. Those cities, I don't think necessarily felt the DA difference that you guys speak about when you speak of the Western Cape. What would be so different?
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Now, I'm bringing back the topic of Paul Mashatile, and the reason for that, I just want us to look at the people's comments, though I'm not going to bring them here, but I've seen them in various platforms. People are saying Paul Mashatile is being persecuted because he is one person that, should he become the president of the ANC, he is going to stop working with the Democratic Alliance and work with EFF and MK. And we know that that is the coalition that the DA despises the most. As Helen once said, the Doomsday Coalition.
From the opposition benches. That's the
Playing a
problem.
role there.
You can't make things happen from the opposition benches. And the truth is that our biggest election promise to the voters is that we would keep out what we then called the Doomsday Coalition, the anti-constitutionalists. We said, we promised you we will keep out the people who are set on destroying our constitution. Jacob Zuma campaigned against the constitution. He wanted to get rid of the power of judges and all of that sort of thing. Julius Malema was also campaigning against the constitution. So we said to our voters, we will keep out the Doomsday Coalition, ANC, EFF, MK.
Yo, guys, and at this rate, they are saying the mainstream media is being used to persecute Paul Mashatile, whether valid or not, whether the allegations are true or not, or maybe, but I don't think these are allegations, right? Because he has come out to say that house is mine, they are using that. So I just feel like there's a lot that is happening and they're entangled in a political war. That's what I'm saying. So I think what they go for is the things that they know about you that you wouldn't really like to come out, right? And they use that to drag you to just that smear campaign to make sure that you are not attractive as a leader. So those are the things that I'm saying. So now, the Democratic Alliance also is not like they are helping the ANC. They are on a campaign of their own. They want that 2/3 majority so that they can govern this country. And also they want the metros. So the Democratic Alliance has its eyes on the metros and the 2/3 majority nationally.
Session with Helen. Helen, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure, Tshidi. It's good to be with you.
Let's speak about, I want to start with where we are. As you and I are chatting, just down the way from us, the appropriations bill is going to get passed. Ultimately, the last hurdle that allows us to seal the budget and continue with government is getting passed. We saw a lot of back and forth ructions between the GNU partners, which is something that I think over the past year we've become quite accustomed to. The DA has taken this moment, the firing of the higher education minister, which led to this, as a win. Your sense of the moment and the passing of appropriations, and even that it has to take skirmishes to get over the hurdle?
Well, of course it has to take skirmishes because the voters saw fit not to give any party an overall majority. And we got enough votes to have a balance of power, which means that unless we support the ANC's budget, it's not going to get through. And so that gives us a lot of muscle, and we use that muscle because our voters gave us that muscle to use it, and that's why we do.
Simply put, there is a view, though, that Nkabani was always going to go. Part of the conditions you'd given the president is Nkabani and Thembi Simelane. Thembi Simelane continues as minister. She's of human settlements. So you didn't get what you told us you wanted.
Well, we're never going to get what we want in its entirety while we've got 22% of the vote. If voters are going to expect us to get everything we want, then we've got to get 50% plus one of the vote. So it's very simple. The more votes we get, the more muscle we have.
Joburg. The DA has had a hand in Tshwane. The DA has had a hand in Ekurhuleni. The DA speaks about a DA difference. Those cities, I don't think necessarily felt the DA difference that you guys speak about when you speak of the Western Cape. What would be so different should your candidature be successful?
Well, voters must decide if they want it to be different or not. And if voters split the vote amongst all kinds of tiny parties, then we will end up with an 8 or 9 party coalition and it will fail. So voters have to decide if they're serious about their city and if they want their city to come right again. And if they do want that, then there's a clear option.
So, what is going to happen? Because that depends on our votes. What do you think? Do you want, quote unquote, the Doomsday Coalition that HELEN is talking about? And that's according to the Democratic Alliance. Please don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say so. Those are the things that were said by HELEN some time ago. And you want the ANC, or you want the GNU to continue as it is? Do you like the work that is being done by the GNU, or would you like to see the ANC working with the EFF and MK in the future? What are your views? Kindly share those in the comment section. But I wanted to share this the most, that the Democratic Alliance is actually gunning for that 2/3 majority. Are they winning on that department? Will they be able in the future to get that 2/3 majority? Are we going to see the growth of the Democratic Alliance, as they also want the city of Joburg? They want that. They want the city of Joburg. Do you see the Democratic Alliance governing the city of Joburg very well? So please do share those in the comment section, and please, I'm going to be reading those comments and responding to them. But should time not allow me, I'm going to react to your comments maybe later in the night. I know that there are those comments that are still a reaction to. The only thing that I don't like is to react without reading. You see, I don't like that because I miss out on a lot. And thank you for your support, guys. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full, as that support really goes a long way. And to those who are already watching my ads in full, and it enkosini kakhulu guys, ningadinwa nangom. So what do you think? Do you think Paul Mashatile is being persecuted by the now ANC and the Democratic Alliance so that he doesn't become the president of the ANC because he is going to work with MK and the EFF? Or is it just his turn to face the heat? Will the Democratic Alliance achieve the 51% that they are looking for in the future? Will they be able to run the metros? Will they be able to get those metros under their belt? So these are the things that are running in my head at this moment. Don't forget to share your views in the comment section, guys. Do have a fabulous day. I'll be seeing you in my next video.